Hi everyone, Eddie here. Uh, just going to do a quick market update for this week. I never got a chance to do it over the weekend, so I'm just going to do it today. So the S&P 500 finally found a bottom and broke out of the range. As you can see right here, it was in a falling wedge. And last week we did broke out of it. We found some resistance around that 200-day moving average today. As you can see, we actually tested it today and actually failed. We did create like a little doji here. Usually that's a reversal pattern. But I don't think we're going to pull all the way back. This is just most likely going to be in a consolidation, and then it's going to break out of this consolidation for continuation upwards, right? What I really want to see is a retest of the 8 and 21-day moving average right here. So if we actually come down, let me draw this out. So if we actually come down, test here and then go up, that would be a much better reversal than just a straight up, right? If you go straight up, it's going to lose momentum and then it's just going to fall harder. But if we actually went up, we came back, retest, and then we go up higher, then that would be a much better move. I am looking at this area right here as a major resistance area. If we do hit over here, this would be like a W pattern, which is a double bottom basically. So it's going to hit up here and then hopefully it'll create like a handle. Then we could make this into like a cup and handle and then we break to new highs, right? So that would be the ideal scenario, but right now I am looking for a pullback. It looks the charts look really strong. You see the momentum right here. It's been shifting up. MACD crossing positive, soon to be crossing over the zero line. As well, the RSI is over the 50 percentile line. So it's looking fairly good for this week. Just looking for a pullback and then a continuation higher. And if you go into the weekly chart, it's actually a fairly bullish chart as well. We had a big engulfing candle over last week. Usually that's reversal pattern, right? So, and we started today with a little doji, but it soon will find a direction. Hopefully, we'll stay above the, I'm gonna just zoom in here a little bit. Hope we'll stay above the 8-day moving average right here. Create like a consolidation bar and then we break out, right? That would be a pretty significant breakout if you actually consolidate for a little while to have a little pause, because we did have a really sharp reversal. What you're looking for is a little bit of a consolidation and then a continuation, right? So that's what I'll be looking for this week and next week, and I'll see what happens. You look at the Qs, very similar chart, not quite as strong as the S&P 500. So it is at the bottom, still at the 8-day moving average. We did break above it, and this week we starting to consolidate right over here. So we need to break this 21 and 50 on the weekly in order to have that continuation forward, right? So if you look into the daily, we actually paused right at the 50-day moving average. So there's a lot of resistance right around the 200. So if we do break out of this range, this is the area I'm looking for. I do look for a pullback first, as a little pullback, and then a continuation higher. If there's no news events, that should be how it's going to play out. But you never know with this market right now, right? Just a few stocks to look at. Even Tesla's looking fairly good. Tesla's actually in a squeeze, a very long squeeze. So it's once you start going, it's going to go pretty quickly, right? So this is the area that I'm looking for it to break out. Right over here. If we break above here, we're most likely going to test the right here in these two areas up here. So if we do break this 950, right? If we could close above 950, we'll try for 1,000, and then most likely we're going to hit 1,100 right afterwards. And they usually, once it breaks out like that, you should go nice and quick. So if you can see, we did have a previous pattern that's very similar to one we have right here, which is a sharp consolidation, right? Every single time it consolidates into a wedge and then it breaks out, right? So I am looking for a very similar setup over here. It was consolidating into a wedge. It did break out, looking for a little pullback and then the continuation higher. NVIDIA have a very nice breakout right here with stack moving averages. So that's the type of setup I really like. I did post this in our Discord a couple days ago about potential breakout coming out soon, and we did get that on Friday, and then a continuation today. It did find some resistance on this area right here. I am looking for a slight pullback and then a continuation and breakout. If it does break out, we're looking at about 300 and then potentially back to the highs. These type of stocks, when they move very quickly. So if you want to enter these stocks, enter on the pullback, you can go in with a partial position and then add to it once it breaks above this range right here. All right, so that's pretty much it for this update. I am looking for a bullish reversal. So this is what I think is the bottom on the index. So I do think this is the bottom, and hopefully we'll get a reversal and go back into new highs, right? And then it probably won't stay volatile this year because there's a lot of things coming up. We do expect like 7 interest rate hikes this year, and if there's any type of surprises, it could get very volatile. So you want to pay close attention when they have those FOMC meetings. But as of now, it looks like we're breaking out of this range. This consolidation, this little correction looks like it's going to bottom out, and then hopefully we look for a continuation. What you want to see is not break below this wedge right here. If we break back below this wedge, then this is no longer valid and setup. But as far as it is right now, it's looking like a nice setup for breakout pattern. Anyways, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks.